Can a synthetic wax really give you the kind of long-term protection that a coating can? Well, this Rust-Oleum Factor 4 synthetic wax claims to offer 3 years of protection. I'm really dying to try this thing out. So in the box, you're gonna get a tube of wax, you're going to get a nice towel, you're also gonna get some of their special car shampoo, as well as an applicator pad. In one of my latest car wax shootouts, I featured this Car Guys premium spray sealant, their hybrid wax. I got a couple of complaints about the way I use the product, so I'm hearing you and we'll retest it using some new methodologies. Now, if you guys remember, I picked this hood up from the junkyard in one of my past videos, and I prepped it to be my test hood. I've been doing all my wax shootouts on it. If you want to learn more about what I did, there's going to be a video up top. So today, before I started this video, I actually went over the hood with my Flex polisher. So after I polished the hood, I actually went over it again with isopropyl alcohol, got it totally decontaminated and ready for more tests. The very first step of the Rust-Oleum Factor 4 synthetic wax install is to wash the car with their proprietary shampoo. Now, you let it dry for about 15 minutes, and then after it's totally dry, you rinse it off and then you dry the car. Because I'm not doing a whole car, what I actually did is I just did this half of the hood. So this will be the Rust-Oleum half, that'll be the Car Guys half. The very next step is gonna be applying the synthetic wax with this applicator. Apply a light coat of the wax evenly across a small section of the car. Do not buff off immediately. It needs time to fuse. Go ahead and get this open. It's one of those poker things. I don't know, I'm gonna try to do less. So I got my 2 drops, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kinda let's give this Car Guys product another shot. I'm using a fresh microfiber. It says to apply the product directly on here, and it says for a 2x2 foot section, apply just like 1 spray. So I'm thinking like 1 spray for each half of the hood. Let's give that a shot. I'm gonna shake it. Okay, 1 and then 1 more. So let's do that instead. Let's see. My theory is that this may make it easier to apply, but I don't know that it makes it better in terms of resilience and performance. We'll give that a shot, but okay, I will admit, with the light spray, very easy to apply. Okay guys, so you were right. I learned something. I need to use less of this. It made it very easy. So it looks like the Rust-Oleum side is still hazing. We'll give it more time. It's now been a couple of minutes and the Rust-Oleum is nice and hazed. Let's go ahead and try to remove it with a little terry they gave us. Oh, that's coming off pretty easy. So the one plus that I have to give this thing so far, the removal is very easy. We're gonna give both these panels a full 24 hours to cure. This is a piece of glass that I bought from Amazon. It was about 20 bucks, and the cool thing is that I was able to buy it with the commissions that I get from Amazon from you guys clicking on the links that I post in these videos. This thing will let me get really precise gloss results versus using a hood. What is the difference? Well, the hood has many shapes, and I'm always struggling to find the perfect point where it's the best shininess to tell the difference between the wax and the bare surface. Now this surface comes in right at 90 gloss units, and we can verify that with our handy little gloss meter. So we can take our gloss meter, let's check the calibration, let's calibrate it. 104 gloss units is what we want to see at 20 degrees. So basically now wherever we put this thing, we're gonna get roughly 90 gloss units. So what we're gonna do, guys, knowing that this whole panel is right at 90 gloss units, this side will be the Car Guys hybrid wax, and this side, which I've already pre-washed, is gonna be the Factor 4 from Rust-Oleum. And we'll measure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points per side, and we will average the 5 points on each side. Now what this is really telling us is that an average car paint will get a little duller if it goes below 90, and it'll get a little brighter if it goes above 90. Let's start with a hybrid. So let's give it just 1 little light spritz. Pretty good. Came off pretty well, not a whole lot of streaks. Now it needs to cure for 24 hours in case the visual quality of it changes over the cure time. Now we're gonna go into this box, we're gonna fetch our tube. We'll just do a small, kind of really tacky. Even layer. So you might be kind of wondering what I'm doing now. I'm not doing these big shootouts, so how is my scoring gonna work? You're right, it is kind of messing up the scoring system, and what I think I'm gonna do is change some things around. So up on our board, you can see I've tested two products for gloss already. The Geon Cure and the CarPro Reload. So those will receive a score of -3.2 and -0.3. So now let's talk about the other changes to scoring. The first thing is I'm changing several parameters to pass-fail. They will be 1 point each. These are parameters that I feel are really subjective, so it's unfair to give them a lot of points because they may vary greatly by the person using the product. We all have different expectations in those categories. Now, the three categories that I'm changing to pass-fail are gonna be slickness, visual, and ease of application. So what this means is I'm gonna go back through the results and I'm gonna regrade all the existing tests as pass-fail for those three categories, and I will update the website, link below in the video, so that you can see the updated results. Now, we also have the new gloss method, and we're gonna rescore every single product I've tested thus far. Like I showed you, we already rescored 2 of them. Now, the third thing that we will do is try to develop a new slickness method. So I want to take this item here, and I think this one we can make an objective test. I have a few ideas for how I can measure slickness, but guys, if you have a great idea for how I can measure slickness, please comment below. It would really help me out. So hopefully this has explained the changes that are coming to my scoring. Please try not to take this stuff really personally. So it's been a day, everything's cured. I've got the lights focused right on this panel. We've got our 2 sides with our car guys and our Rust-Oleum. The car guys product gets a solid pass for me for ease of application. Using a smaller amount definitely made a big difference. It was easy to wipe up, easy to apply, big thumbs up, super easy product. Now at the same time, I'm gonna have to give a fail for the Rust-Oleum. It did take a while to haze, but what's worse is you gotta use their shampoo. If your car is dirty, you still have to use a whole other shampoo before it. Basically, overall, what I'm saying is this is a hassle. The slickness testing, which is our next point, is going to change in the future as I come up with kind of a more scientific way to measure slickness. Now, it's a pass-fail right now worth 1 point, and I'm kind of comparing this panel, and I'm thinking about what are some of the slickest waxes like the Wolfgang. I think these are both gonna get a pass for me. They feel reasonably slick, nothing incredible here, and they're very close with the Rust-Oleum maybe being a hair slicker. So the next subjective test is how I think they look. And honestly, I think they both look good. I'm gonna give both of them 1 point, and I think maybe just, they both look good, but I think maybe just the car guys is a little better. The optical quality of it seems sharper. Let's see how much the wax has changed the glossiness of this panel. Now remember, the panel started at 90. We're gonna calibrate it. All right, we've got our first reading of 87.7. Let's do this corner or something like that. Give it time to stabilize. Let's move it to the middle. Oh wow, 88.2. All right, let's do this bottom corner, 87.5. Now let's do this corner here. Ooh, 88.1. Divided by 5, so we've got an average of 87.6. So minus 90, negative 2.4 points. So we're gonna subtract 2.4 points from the car guys. Let's delete our readings. All right, we're still calibrated. Let's try the top corner. Now this is the Rust-Oleum product, remember. Looks like we're gonna plug in about 87.2. All right, let's try this corner. Maybe 88.1, 88.2. Let's try the middle. 88, 88.2. Corner down here, 87.5. Now let's move it over here, 88.1. All right, so rounded, it's 87.8 minus 90, negative 2.2 points for the Rust-Oleum product. All right, let's test the ISO sensitivity of this product. Still 104, that's good. Smack it here in the middle somewhere. No car guys after that ISO. Oop. So we have confirmed for our testing that neither of these waxes are going to survive an isopropyl bath. Nothing I've tested so far withstands isopropyl alcohol. I have not tested any coatings yet. I'm really curious if they withstand it. So guys, let's go outside and do a wash test of both of these and see how long they last. All right guys, here we are outside. Let's see how the water beating is. I really don't think one's better than the other. On a first pass, that's, you know, as good as it gets pretty much. Now what I'm gonna do is load up the Adams shampoo, and I'm just gonna do passes until one of them starts to fail. Every successful pass is 1 point. Now we rinse. Now you might be wondering, what does 3 years of protection really mean? And for me, it means at least 1 wash a month. So that would mean 36 washes within 3 years. So for this Rust-Oleum to work, it's got to survive what I just did at least 36 times to match what they're promising on the box. All right, guys, I just completed wash number 7. Now, last time, the Car Guys product, it died here. So to me, this Car Guys panel's done. So let's see how many more washes until the Rust-Oleum is done. All right, 27. All right, so the testing is over for today, and I'm ready to recap the results. Let's start with the subjective stuff over here. So the Rust-Oleum Factor 4 did really well on the visual appeal, and it did well on the slickness test. It wasn't as slick as some of the other products we've used, and I don't think it was quite as appealing as some of the other products I've used. But the only area that it really stumbled on was the application. I felt like it was too involved. Now, the Car Guys Hybrid Wax did really great on everything. It was visually appealing. It wasn't, you know, the most appealing that I've seen, but it was pretty nice. Not the slickest, but not bad. I would say maybe just a little less slick than the Rust-Oleum product, but it was super easy to apply. This is one of the easiest products to apply. You know, you guys were right. It definitely made a difference using a smaller amount. Let's take a look at our objective metrics. This is an area where more points can be scored than just simply pass or fail. Now, the Rust-Oleum product did well on the durability test, really well. 27 washes is actually a new record. The closest was the Sonax at 14 washes, which we did in the past. Now, unfortunately, on the gloss side, it did lose 2.2 gloss units, which was pretty close to the Car Guys Hybrid Wax, which lost 2.4. Now, the big difference is the Car Guys Hybrid Wax only scored 7 washes, which is the same rating it got last time. So, guys, in the end, we wind up with 26.8 points for the Rust-Oleum product and 7.6 points for the Car Guys Hybrid Wax. It may feel disappointing to see the Car Guys with just 7.6 points. A lot of this is because we're going to a pass-fail system. I don't think anybody was really expecting this Rust-Oleum product to just come out of left field and set such a high record. Keep in mind, there's also a cost difference, which is why you should go to the website. I am updating these as I go. So I've got to go inside. I've got a bunch of editing to do. I've got to put a lot of this data together for the website. So I'm going to go do all that, guys. In the meantime, if you could click subscribe, leave me a nice comment. I appreciate all that stuff, guys, and definitely appreciate the Amazon link clicks. All the stuff we're reviewing today is down there as usual. It really helps me out.